You do the old lady, like lean over, falling asleep.
Yeah. That's how my weekends be now.
Yes.
13 hours just ain't no joke.
Come on, 13 hours. That's serious, Blizz.
Yeah.
That's real serious. But you know, when you about them coins, you gotta be creative and come up with ways to bring in income. You do what you gotta do. Exactly. But one thing I realized though, and it's crazy because I've been seeing, like, watching a lot of movies and also documentaries about the importance of sleep, that it really affects everything. I mean, everything. Yeah. Your heart health, your health in general. And you seen that movie Radio?
Yeah.
With Cuba Gooding Jr.?
Oh, that movie, man.
I'm going to tell you, first of all, it's a great movie. It's funny, sad, all those things. But the mother in there, they had, if you haven't seen, I'm about to, spoiler alert, okay. She dies. But she was working like all these crazy hours down at the hospital and all the kind of stuff. And I've seen other movies and shows like that talk about the importance of sleep and when you don't get it, how it affects your health. But I am determined. I'm like, listen, yes, I definitely want those coins, right, but my health is important.
Yeah, it is.
I'm not about to put myself in an early grave working so hard that I neglect taking care of myself, you know, and getting the rest that I need. You know, some people don't have a choice though, because really the bottom line is survival. People are literally trying to make it out here. It's crazy. And don't let me get started about the government and how terrible things how some things have gotten, you know. And that, when I say the government, I mean like our officials and how people are just in an uproar about so much. But we're not going to get into all of that. We could, but we're not going to use this segment for that.
We use like a whole radio show.
Exactly, with all the craziness that's going on. Yeah. But again, I hope everybody is having a fabulous week so far. Listen, we were trying to figure out what we were going to talk about for Miss B Inspired Soapbox, and none of us could come up with a topic. You know, not that there's not a whole bunch of stuff going on in this world that we couldn't figure it out, but you know, we couldn't really come up with a topic. So when I was driving here to the studio, I you know, came up with something that I just wanted to encourage everybody about. Now, we are in this era where everybody is on their grind, trying to do something positive with their life, you know, starting their own business and writing books, and all of that is wonderful. And me, I love looking up and down my Facebook feed, you know, Facebook timeline, right? Let me get it right. My Facebook timeline, and seeing everybody posting all this great stuff that they are doing, you know, and it inspires me, you know. So as I was driving in, I thought of something that I thought was really cool, that we can kind of be compared to a car, or our pursuit of happiness, if you will, can be sort of compared to a car that's going uphill, right? That when you're going uphill, you may drift back a little bit, but the fact is you gotta keep going. You don't want to keep drifting back, because you could, you know, you'll end up going into a direction you don't want to go into, and you definitely don't want to stop because you might get stuck. Right. But you gotta keep going up that hill. Keep your foot on the gas, family. Keep your foot on the gas. You might drift back a little bit, but that's all right. Punch that gas and keep on going. You know, the point is to make it to the top. Make it to the top. Keep pushing as hard as you can. You can make it. You can make it. And I want to encourage everybody with that, because I know sometimes it's kind of hard when you're trying to pursue something, you know, and especially if maybe not everyone understands what it is that you're doing. Not everybody's going to get it. Not everybody is even going to appreciate it. But trust me, somebody is paying attention to what you're doing. Right. Somebody said to me about a couple of months ago, they were like, Naomi, you are so underrated. Underrated. You're doing a whole bunch of stuff, but you're underrated. Not a lot of people, you know, really know about it. And it's not about, you know, my brand and that it's not out there. It's just that, you know, some people, they get all the likes and the hearts, not me, and that's okay. I don't get all the likes and hearts, and all my pictures don't get 100+ likes.
Right.
You know, but the fact is, you know, I do get the inboxes where people are saying, you know what, I appreciate what you're doing. I see how you transform. Somebody is being blessed by what I'm doing. Somebody is being encouraged by what I'm doing. Somebody is being inspired. So that's why you can't give up, because even though you might not have 1,000 likes on your posts, that five that is liking it, they are appreciating what you're doing. And to me, you should appeal to those. Don't appeal to the masses. Don't appeal to the thousands of people. Appeal to the ones that really are buying into what it is that you're doing and are truly inspired by it. Right. Yeah, that's Miss Be Inspired soapbox for today.
In my years doing what I've been doing, I've realized I know a lot of other rappers who get like hundreds and hundreds of likes on their posts, but they're not really good, and when they're trying to do something, no one really comes out and supports them,
right?
Because they're just likes.
Yeah.
Usually I've realized the people that usually have the rough start, they are kind of on their own for a while. Right. They end up coming across the people who will actually pay to come and see your shows, pay to come see Miss Be Inspired.
Where that bell? Somebody get that bell so I can ding it real quick. Come on, Ezra.
But then also with my growing in business, I've kind of realized one thing. Oh, I've realized another thing. Mm-hmm. When your analogy to a uphill car drive is correct, but sadly, not everyone can make it to the top of the hill. Because if everyone makes it to the top of the hill, then no one really made it anywhere.
Right.
So like,
that's true.
I've personally become a jerk with it. My whole attitude is, if you aren't with me, then your competition.
Right.
So I can't help you. I can't do anything.
Then you can't even really go out for that. Like, you gotta really get out here and touch the people for it.
Right.
Yes, no, that's true. I agree, Bliss.
Yeah.
Because like, I've been confronted with a lot of situations to where there are other artists who wouldn't necessarily support or help me when I needed it, but then when I'm in a better place, it's like everyone's asking for handouts, but it's like you couldn't like or share a single post about music. You couldn't do any of that. So it's like,
but you know what? I tend to agree with Blizz in a way about that, because that in and of itself can become a distraction to what it is that you're doing. And for me, I'm not going to say that I don't pay attention if somebody doesn't like my stuff but always wants me to appreciate theirs. No, but it's not my focus, because the fact is there are people out there who are liking and appreciating what I'm doing. And for me, I choose to focus on them and less on the ones that's not doing. And I'm going to use for an example, I used to be the type of person where if I was going to give an event, you know, and maybe I did a Facebook invite and I wasn't getting a lot of people who were saying they were going to be able to come, or they would be posting like, I'm out of town that day, I can't make it, you should have told me this time, or whatever. And I used to get discouraged by that, to the point where my mind was processed to believe if I give an event, nobody's going to come. Nobody's even going to come. And then literally, because that's what I kept putting out in the atmosphere, that's what was happening. People wasn't coming, people weren't supporting. But when I decided not to make that my focus, because my agenda is, I'm doing this event because I genuinely want to do something that will inspire and help other people, or like Bliss says, touch people. So when that became my focus and I didn't worry about who didn't show up, believe it or not, on the day of the event, people would show up that I didn't even expect to show up. The room was full, and not just with people who said that they couldn't make it, but when people was like, you know what, I just wanted to come out and support. Why? Because my focus was not on that. You know what I mean?
All right. So let me clarify. When I was saying like those other people, what I mean is I'm not necessarily focused on them per se. It's just like, because I'm a person who does a lot of things and I have a lot of connections that I'm able to go off of.
Right.
And when I have those opportunities, I remember times like that too. who I should bring and who I shouldn't.
Right.
Like I'm going to the Battle of the Bands to be able to get to work with the soundstage.
Yeah.
And it's like, if I do have the opportunity of being on the Sound Off Live and everything, I know who I can have come with me.
Right.
But then there are the people who are like, you're there, but no, because I know you're not really with me. You're just with what I have.
Yeah, and there is a point you do have to do evaluations in your life. Like, okay, are you here to support what I'm doing or to catch some of my, you know, catch some of the residuals from what I'm doing, or to get something from what I'm doing.
Blizzard is right too, because like even with the whole, it's better and it's easier to touch the people. Yeah. Because I've realized, and like my social media presence is terrible because you never see because like you never see HL7 Azrael on Facebook doing stuff online, but then when I go out and perform, it's a lot of people who are with me. Like even at Artscape, there were people over there just really vibing with me, and they loved what I was doing. They don't like my stuff on Facebook.
That's right.
They don't like my pages, but if they see that I'm gonna be somewhere and they get word, they'll come out and see me.
Right. Yeah, I agree with that. I also agree too that social media should not be your only means for advertising and promoting your brand. And I think good old networking, face-to-face networking, going out to events and things like that, to me is the most effective.
That was kind of a problem what I had with, you know, my latest management. It was just like they would want us always just like to post our music and posting and posting and posting, and I'm like, what is we doing? Like, what is we accomplishing if we just posting?
Go perform.
And nobody's like really paying attention. Like,
right.
I'm not gonna spam somebody's page or spam somebody's inbox with my music. Like, I'd rather you come out and see me perform live.
Yeah, because like when I know people that made it somewhere with spamming, but like to understand what you have to do to make it somewhere spamming, you literally have to be on every group on Facebook spamming repeatedly every 5 minutes, because me and all those groups, I have friends that do that, and like I get all of the notification posted here in every different group, and it keeps going on and on and on and on, and like it's just tedious. It's not real.
Right.
And I mean, to the people that do that, I'm not knocking your hustle, keep doing what you're doing, but that's just not my style.
Right. Yeah. I agree. And you know what's funny? And this is, I guess, part of the conversation, but not exactly. So Nate and I were talking about how, you know, sometimes we're not going to be able to make it to everybody's event. And sometimes I feel bad because, you know, people do invite me to things. But, you know, I also think I'm in a different season in my life where I actually have a family, I have small kids. But what I do is make sure I send a note to say, hey, you know, even though I can't make it, my support, my prayers are with you. I'm thinking about you. You know, those things still count. Things still count. People want to know that you are at least acknowledging them and acknowledging some of the things that they're doing. Okay, so here we go.
That's another.
Okay. All right. So let's go. We get ready to wrap up. Listen, we get ready to take a break, family. And stay tuned because we have an amazing guest tonight that I'm so super psyched about. Trina Taylor is here. You don't want to miss her story. She has an amazing story. So stay tuned to the Be Inspired Radio Show right here on BeExposedRadio.com.
It is with great pleasure that I welcome you to today's graduation ceremony. Students, when you hear the reason or reasons for your absences throughout the years, please exit the auditorium without your high school diploma. Once you've exited, remove your cap and gown and proceed into the unknown. Too tired. Family trip. Part-time job. Helping around the house. Sick day. Starting the holidays early. Just because.
Starting in the 6th grade, students who miss 18 days or more of school in a year for any reason will fall behind and risk not graduating high school. How many days of school has your child missed this year? Absences add up. Keep track at boostattendance.org today. Brought to you by the U.S. Army and the Ad Council.
Keyboard Cat, Hamilton the Pug, and Toast Meets World. These are some of the internet's most beloved pets. With millions of YouTube views, shares, Instagram likes, followers, and fans across the globe. But what do all these amazing pets have in common? Their stories started in a shelter. Start your story. Adopt a dog or cat today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org to find a shelter or adoptable pets near you. Training that pet to play the keyboard? Well, that's entirely up to you. Visit theshelterpetproject.org and hear more about Hamilton the Pug, Toast, and Keyboard Cat's amazing adoption stories. Start a story. Adopt a shelter or rescue pet today. Your perfect pet
Thinking
is
about
just
getting
a
your
click away
GED
at
diploma? Well, here at the GED
theshelterpetproject.org.
Pep Talk Center, we've got a number of pep talks that can motivate you.
Sometimes things don't always turn out the way you want them to.
You know that feeling? People look at you and don't believe in you.
You want some gentle encouragement. Then you're on your way to your GED diploma and a better life.
But I know they're probably just a little bit nervous.
You can find it in yourself to take that first step.
You can improve your future. You can do this. I know you can.
You need to start pushing yourself.
Now get your game face on and take the first step towards a better life. Hurry up! Don't make me repeat myself.
Whatever level of motivation you need to get your GED diploma, we've got a pep talk that's right for you. Call 1-877-38-YOUR-GED or visit yourged.org for your pep talk and find free GED classes in your area. GED is a registered trademark of the American Council on Education, brought to you by Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
We're rewarding you for something you already do, listening to us. It's Radio Loyalty, and it's an easy way for you to get free stuff. All you do is sign up. Go ahead and click the banner now. You'll earn points as you listen. Points you can trade in for great products and services in the Radio Loyalty store. You can earn even more points when you share your favorite station with friends on Facebook and Twitter. Radio Loyalty. It's free to sign up, so click the banner to join now. Free stuff for you just for listening to this station. Yo, we got your attention? Here's how it works. You click on the Radio Loyalty banner right now and sign up. Then you keep on listening like you already do. But now you earn points. Those points add up, and you can trade them in for cool stuff in the Radio Loyalty store. Earn more points by sharing your station with friends on Facebook and Twitter, answering surveys, and by using the apps in the New Players App Store. Pretty simple. Free stuff just for doing what you already do. Radio Loyalty. Click the banner to join now.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
TGIW, everybody, and welcome back to those who have been tuning in, and to those who are just tuning in. Welcome and thank you for tuning in. This is your host, Miss B Inspired, on the mic.
Yeah. You already know the co-host, Blizzard.
And the artist and angel HL7 Azrael.
And I want to give a special shout out to E Digger.
Yeah.
His birthday is today.
Happy birthday, bro.
Happy birthday, family. We wanted to make sure we did that. We didn't want to leave you out, bro. You know, you are definitely, you and your team are doing a fabulous job. Y'all are doing your thing. And we are hoping that you are enjoying your birthday today and having some fun and eating some good food. At least that's how I would be celebrating my birthday. Gotta have some good food somewhere. Gotta have something. So just a few announcements, family. If you can join me, all my lady friends and all my sister queens out there, join me August the 5th, 2017 at my church. That I will be the guest speaker for an event there, the Virtuous Daughters of Zion, at 4 p.m. I am so excited to be the guest speaker. We are going to be talking about healed by the supernatural. that to me is a profound topic and theme, because that insinuates that you have to go beyond just yourself, what you're feeling, to get the healing that you need. It's not just about that. Sometimes we try to do it ourselves, and it's difficult to do. So to go beyond the natural is what it means to be healed by the supernatural. I'll go a little deeper into that on August the 5th, but just give you a little snippet of what we're going to be talking about, and I believe you will enjoy that event. I will make sure I send the flyer out and also send the address to everyone so you can participate. For those who follow me on Facebook, you may have seen the flyer that I already posted. I'm really, really looking forward to that, and honestly, I just cannot wait. I'm excited. Also, August the 12th, the Wisdom on the Wall book release and signing will be right here at Be Exposed Radio. I am one of the co-authors along with my sisters, Kadisha Carroll and Alicia Adams. You just gotta be here. You just gotta be here. It's gonna be from 1 to 4 p.m. right here at Be Exposed Radio. We have already put a Facebook invite out there and invited all the wonderful folks that we would like to see here to support us. A lot of people said that they may not be able to come, but they want to purchase the book. We will be posting a link to where you can purchase that book online very shortly. The whole team, Alicia, myself, and Kadisha, we are so excited. This is one of those dreams come true. Now I could put on my resume that I am a published author. Well, actually, this is not my first published piece. When I was a teenager, I wrote a poem that actually was published, which I think was cool. For a teenager to get something published is kind of cool. But as an adult, this is my first published book, and I am so excited about that. So August the 12th, right here at 110 East Lexington Street, Suite 200, the book signing and release of Wisdom on the Wall. So yeah, those are my two announcements. Fellas, y'all have anything? What y'all got coming up?
Ezra, I want to ask you a question, man. How was Artscape, man?
Yes.
Let's talk about that.
Let's talk about that.
I mean, it was cool.
That's what's up.
Yeah. Does it?
Yeah, I mean, it was just cool. But I am now looking for a drummer and a keys player because I want to start a live band.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Beats on the drums, holla.
Really?
Yeah.
Why are we
say no more, Blizzard. You
dead serious.
Bet.
Like,
do you
on the drums? Like,
you have a drum set?
Nah.
We will figure this out.
Let's make it happen.
All right, let's take this break. Ooh, but listen, after the break, we get to bring in our guest for the night, Trina Taylor. I hope y'all are excited. This young woman could be anywhere. She's been on Channel 2 News and everything, and she is here with us tonight to talk about her amazing story. I don't want to give it away now because you got to stay tuned. Right. You got to stay tuned if you want to hear some more about it. So keep on listening to Be Inspired Radio Show on BeExposedRadio.com.
Didn't get a chance to tune in last week? Well, here's what you missed on the Artist Exchange Radio Show.
Being a stage actor, how has that prepared you for comedy?
Oh man, I think that being a thespian definitely gave me a head start and an advantage over most of the guys who just go right into comedy. I mean, it definitely helps with stage presence, memorization. Just, you know, a lot of comedians in the city, they don't consider every aspect of the performance, like what you're wearing, you know, how you say certain words, and being a stage actor, like I definitely, I'm thinking about every part of the joke when I write it or when I perform it. You know, like I try to do it as a performer without looking too stagey.
Tune in every Friday from 7 to 9 p.m. and every Saturday 12 to 2 p.m. on BeExposedRadio.com. This is the Artist Exchange. Real artists, real talk.
What is hood respect? Family, life, work, love. We are all from the hood and we all want respect. That's why we wear Hood Respect. Available in men's, women's, and kids. For more information and ordering options, contact Instagram at Hood Respect, Facebook to Mel Martin Sr., and email at hoodrespect.tms71@gmail.com. The look you need is Hood Respect.
Do you want to promote your business? Do you want to get yourself noticed? Well then, why not sponsor us? There are lots of different options to choose from commercial spots and on-air shoutouts to interviews and even putting your logo on our website. Don't miss these great opportunities to get noticed. Check out our sponsorship packages on our Facebook page or on our website, beexposedradio.com.
Hi, I'm LeVar Burton, and I'm proud to be a book person. How do I choose a book? Sometimes it's the cover, sometimes it's the title. I guess I'm pretty visual. If a book's really impressing me and the writing is really good, I will peek and see what the last paragraph is, because the endings of books should rock you. I am a book person, and if you're a book person too, read to a child and spark a lifetime of ambition. Join me at bookpeopleunite.org, because reading is fundamental. A public service announcement brought to you by Reading is Fundamental, Library of Congress, and the Ad Council.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Monty from Talk Lately. I want y'all to sit back and listen to this flashback. We be tripping.
I mean, really, but I mean, he might have. I got him maybe jacking her up.
The kids said he did it.
But this is Floyd Mayweather punching her head repeatedly, and like she doesn't have like brain damage.
No, she didn't have brain damage. I don't think he was hitting her like that. Or he probably was like, say something else. Say something else.
That
he probably wasn't like tagging her.
Right.
He probably was just like, and the kids was like, Daddy, Daddy, Daddy.
Why do they have the accent? Why? Why do his kids have that accent?
I just pictured them looking like African. Oh. And then when I had to admit that. I don't know what they're going to do about my mouth, but just check out the show every Tuesday at 7 p.m. It's more of the same right here on BeExposedRadio.com.
Only in the forest can you see this. But nothing beats the moment you see that. Cool! That's your child's eyes opening up to a world of possibilities.
There are some moments only the forest can inspire. Find yours at discovertheforest.org. Learn about forests near you and discover cool things to do when you go. And you might just see this. Visit discovertheforest.org. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com, the home of Talk Lately with Monty, every Tuesday at 7 p.m.
Only in the forest can you see this. But nothing beats the moment you see that. Cool! That's your child's eyes opening up to a world of possibilities.
There are some moments only the forest can inspire. Find yours at discovertheforest.org. Learn about forests near you and discover cool things to do when you go. And you might just see this. Visit discovertheforest.org. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Welcome back, family, TGIW, everybody who's just tuning in. Thank you. We appreciate you so much. Welcome to the Be Inspired Radio Show on BeExposedRadio.com. We want you to call us tonight. We want to hear from you. First of all, we have an amazing guest. Trina Taylor is in the house.
Yeah.
Like I said before, she could be anywhere. She's been on Channel 2 News. She's been over in, Paris and all those wonderful places, but she's here on our show, and we are so grateful for that. So we want y'all to call us tonight. Call in, talk to Trina, ask her questions, hang out with us for a bit. Call us at 410-702-5657, or you can text us at 443-642-9403. And if you're tuned in via Facebook Live, you can always leave us a comment or a question there, and we'll make sure that we get right to those questions and comments. We appreciate you all for participating in our show tonight. This is your girl, Miss Be Inspired, on the mic.
Yeah. You already know the co-host Blizzard.
And the artisan angel HL7 Azrael.
And let me take a deep breath because I want to make sure I say this clearly. We have an amazing, beautiful, inspirational guest with us tonight, Trina Taylor. Yay!
Yeah.
Whoop, whoop. Oh, can somebody reach the bell? Because I can't. Trina, first of all, thank you so much for coming on our show.
Oh, you're very, very welcome.
Yeah, we appreciate you so much. And for all of you who don't know, I had a chance to read her bio and also see some of her YouTube clips. I hope you had a chance to look at the one that I posted on our page and kind of get an idea of some of the wonderful things that are happening in Trina's life and how inspirational she is. But like I said, she could be anywhere, and I'm feel honored. We all feel honored that she's here on our show tonight. So, because y'all know I can talk a lot, I'm going to stop and allow Trina to introduce herself to our audience.
Hey everybody, so I'd like to say that I'm honored that you guys reached out to me and asked me to be on the show.
Yeah.
I'm always looking for the opportunity to encourage and inspire somebody to just live. So thank you for having me. Like I was introduced, I'm Trina Taylor. Everybody knows me on Facebook as Trina LaShawn, and I'm on Instagram as Strength and Stilettos. So hey guys, I'm looking forward to a fun night tonight. Like she said, call in and ask questions.
Please.
I'm looking forward to it. So let's get this party started.
Yes. So, okay, usually I try to post the bio. I didn't get a chance to do that tonight and this time around. So after the show, I'll post your bio so people can read it. But as I read it, you know, I was completely inspired. And first of all, let me say thank you for your transparency, because when people are going through anything, sometimes they don't feel comfortable to share their story with the world. So if you could just talk a little bit about some of the challenges or things that you've had to go through and encounter.
Wow, I always tell people that my cancer journey, because that's my story. I do have cancer. I have stage 4 colorectal cancer, and it's considered metastatic. And for those of you that don't know what that means that my cancer started in my colon and it has escaped my colon. So now I actually have tumors on my liver and my lungs. But my cancer has also, that's where it is now. But I have been battling stage 4 cancer since April of 2012.
Wow.
And my cancer started in my colon. It spread to my pelvic area. I did chemo. I did radiation. I had surgery. My cancer spread to my stomach. I did chemo. I did chemo by mouth. I did chemo by infusion. My cancer spread again. I had a large surgery. What ended me up with a permanent colostomy. For those of you who don't know what that is I guess how I relieve my bowels now. So my colostomy is on my left side, so I have a bag, and that's as a result of tumors being near my rectum. And having to remove that tumor, I would have had incontinence, so I ended up with a permanent colostomy.
Wow.
So my journey has taken some twists and turns that to me amaze me every day because of what I'm supposed to look like, and I don't.
No. Can somebody ring that bell? Boom.
And the things that I've been able to do have amazed me, and just wanting people to see that I told myself that if I was going to have cancer, I was going to do it my way.
Yes.
And I was going to live with cancer, but it was not going to have me. It wasn't going to control my life. It was going to be the smallest part of my life, and I was going to live.
Yeah.
But that did not come without challenges, you know. And I think that that was the part that was important to me, to be very transparent when I decided and chose happy.
Yes.
And that was after a failed marriage while I was fighting basically for my life. And you know, without going into great detail, it was a devastation. And I just remember one day, you know, thinking, you know, after thinking that the thing that you could count on was that I have this permanent colostomy, I have cancer, I'm bald, I don't have any eyebrows, I don't have any eyelashes. Who's going to love me?
Yes.
How am I going to present myself to the world now? What am I supposed to do with this? Because the thing that I counted on is no longer. And I attempted suicide. Not because I was afraid of cancer, but I didn't know what to do with what did Trina look like now?
Yeah.
No longer a wife, no longer, you know, that part of me is now dead.
Yeah.
So it was very dark. So I attempted suicide, and I had pills because I had every pill in the world because I had just recently recovered from surgery, or was recovering from surgery. And I remember, well, I don't remember anything after taking the pills. I just remember waking up in the hospital. I was unresponsive. My parents got to me and were able to get me there. God could have let me go then, because everything that he was doing for me, because I was, you know, battling cancer, but I was doing pretty good at winning that battle, even though I was still, you know, in the fight and on the journey. But he kept me. And I just remember being in the psych ward and looking around and saying, I don't belong here.
I can
and
relate.
I was not, you know, it wasn't necessary. And I decided after those 3 days that I choose happy. So for me, that was day one of the rest of my life. And that's the journey that set me off on making memories on purpose.
Can you talk about what your support system looks like?
My support system is great. My support system ranges through states and through people I've never even met from my Facebook page. They tell me all the time, because like you said, I'm very transparent with what I'm going through. Whether it be the hard things or the funny things, I tell people about it. And people don't realize how much they encourage me and how much they support me and how much they keep me wanting to fight. So from my family, my friends, and my Facebook family, my Instagram family, I've made great connections and really for me, humbling relationships from people who I don't even know, who will just ask me for my address and will send me a present in the mail just because they're telling me, you helped me get up today. You made me want to live. Just different things. And that support to me, you know, that's saying that what you're doing, it's good. And that's what I'm looking for, to inspire and encourage people to keep on keeping on.
Yes, absolutely. So first of all, you are gorgeous.
Thank you.
Beautiful. And you, especially, you see people on social media, you see pictures, but when you see them in person, you're like, wow, oh my God. So pretty. So you also model.
I do, and that's pretty crazy too. I've always modeled, but I kind of took a hiatus. I've never been the one to chase the pavement in New York or anything, even though in my mind, you know, like I'm Tyra Banks and she's like my best friend. But I took a hiatus when I had my son because it was just so much taking him to model calls and things like that. So I just always kind of did it locally or traveled pretty close. But it was kind of funny. I like I said, I share my journey on Facebook, and I was in the hospital, actually, and I never really get sick from dealing with my cancer. But this time, my regiment kind of shut me down. So I was in the hospital, and literally all of my hair fell out in one day. So I just decided to post a picture on Facebook. And recently, I had done an interview with the news, and I guess this is how I call her my fairy godmother now. Her name is Luna. She's a fashion designer, and she just found me on Facebook. We didn't have any friends in common or anything, and she just posted on my picture. I posted a picture of myself with my new bald head. Because now, this was the second time that I had a bald head, but after going through suicide and having, you know, dealt with the demons of what I felt going through my divorce, I was embracing my bald head. So I just said, you know, basically, this is me. And she posted and said, hey, you know, you're beautiful. Would you model in my fashion shows in Paris and New York? And without thinking about it, I said yes. And I went that year in September and November. And I modeled in Paris and I modeled in New York. And the ball just has kind of kept rolling since then. So it's been amazing because it's more than just a fashion for me. It's about standing up and being, I feel like, I guess, that poster child for all those women who felt like I felt that time when I lost my hair the first time and didn't feel accepted, didn't feel loved. So for me, it's like standing with a badge of honor saying, we're here. We're bald and we're beautiful and we just so happen to have cancer. You know, so that for me is amazing.
So what has been, I would say, your driving force to keep you going and to also fuel your yes? Because you could have easily said, no, I'm not going because I got to go through this and I'm dealing with that. So what is fueling that motivation in you?
Well, it's two things. But the first thing, of course, is God. Without God, you know, I'm nothing. You know, I was just telling someone the other day that I've been on probably every chemo regimen that's relative to my particular type of cancer. And I don't believe any of them work. I live, walk, breathe every day. I've never had pain other than recovering from surgery. So I know that God is real.
Yes,
because
He is.
the thing, what I should look like, it just amazes me. And so God, you know, I don't worry about dying. I don't lose sleep at night. I don't worry about CT scans anymore. I just live. And I tell people all the time, I worry about my dash. I don't know when I'm going to die. I don't know if it's going to be today. I don't know if it's going to be tomorrow. I don't know if it's going to be from cancer. But my dash is what I can control. And that is the date between the date you were born and the date that you die. So what am I going to do in the meantime?
Yes.
And that's what I think about. And that for me is a peace that God gives me. That it's nothing else but God. And that is where I draw my strength from.
Yes.
And the second thing would be my son. I live every day, I breathe every day for him. I know mothers can, you know, agree with me that your children can get you to do some fantastic, crazy things.
Yes.
So for me, I always, so I always say that when I take chemo or when I don't feel good or when I'm nauseated, I'm like, it's for the love of my son. If this is the smallest, if this is the price that I have to pay to see his eyes every day, then I'll take any drug. I'll take any poison.
Yes.
So he pushes me.
Yeah. So I also read and also looked at your videos and saw that you've been working very closely with Johns Hopkins with your healing process. So what has that been like, and what have they been able to do to help you on your journey?
So for me, I work for Johns Hopkins as well.
Okay.
So it's been very important for me to be a big part of my plan as far as my treatment. So it was really important for me to have a relationship with my doctor. So I remember telling her from the get-go, if we can't be kind of like friends or girlfriends, then you can't be my doctor.
Yes.
Basically, because I need to feel comfortable and I need to not feel like I'm coming into this clinical space. And so that's happened, you know, for as much as, you know, it can be with a doctor-patient relationship.
Right.
And for me, I just have been very involved in clinical trials and sitting on panels to give doctors additional information as to what are good things that you can do as it relates to clinical trials. How do patients want to be communicated with? How do we introduce a clinical trial to a patient? Even just being a part of a clinical trial so that data can be gained so that someone who comes behind me may have a fighting chance because of me. So I do that. I actually volunteer on my own in the cancer center because I recognize that there are people who are there every day. I've been there every day. Parking is not cheap. Buying food, whether you're the patient or the caregiver,
my mother was there for a while,
yeah,
so I know.
It's not cheap. So I went on a mission with my friends and my Facebook family of selling T-shirts so that we could provide money to patients and their family for parking or for lunch or things like that. Because I feel that, you know, where I'm lucky to have good insurance through my job, but some people aren't that privileged. So I just wanted to give a small part of something that I know is impactful, because people don't think about those things. You think about, you know, the funeral, or you think about what are they going to need when they're gone, or you think about how are they going to get groceries. But the little things sometimes are the important things. If you're thinking about where I'm going to get $12 today or pay for my prescription, it is very impactful. I just feel like being a voice and just opening myself up to be used as a vessel any way that I can at Hopkins has been very important and very rewarding for me.
So thank you so much. First of all, because my mother, she had cancer. She did, you know, pass away some years ago, but she was in the, you know, Johns Hopkins for a while in the cancer center, and it was tough for me because I was young. I was 21 or so, and I would go to sleep there, take a shower to go home, take a shower, go to work, then come back to the hospital, spend the night, and do it all over again. You know, and so for the family members that's going through with the ones that are there, it's tough. So to hear that you're part of that group of people who recognize how hard it is on the family members, I want to appreciate and thank you for that. Seriously, because I spent a mini money in that cafeteria at Johns Hopkins and parking, and it was expensive. and my little intern money, it wasn't cutting it.
Right.
So we are actually getting ready to take a break. I need everybody to please stay tuned to the Be Inspired Radio Show. Trina, we thank you so much, and I'm pretty sure our viewers are just enjoying this as well. Guys, we get ready to take this break. All right?
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you for tuning in to BeExposedRadio.com. Sit back, relax, and listen to this flashback of the Artist Exchange Radio Show.
This is the reality
Yes.
of the world that we're living in. A lot of young people don't have the information that is necessary to have healthy lives. And a lot of the organizations that are geared towards young people don't have individuals that are going to be as honest as this gentleman.
One of the issues that I have with this quote unquote Christian nation that we live in is
It's
that
not just the Christians, it's all of them.
religion allows you to live in denial, but the world does not live in denial. So who are you helping with your? All right, I'm gonna stop. I'm about to do something.
Man, it is what it is. Man, it is what it is. Well, it is what it is.
This fly T Miles, also known as Tyree Miles, and Mr. Miles the writer.
Hip Hop King, check us out every Friday on Be Exposed Radio at 9/11.
Coming to y'all soon.
Whoa. The moment my son saw a redwood tree
It's huge!
is the moment I knew that for him,
You can't even see the top of that thing.
even the sky has no limit.
There are some moments only the forest can inspire. Find yours at discovertheforest.org. Learn about forests near you and discover cool things to do when you go. Your moment is out there. Find it at discovertheforest.org.
Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Everybody, check out what you missed on the one and only Be Inspired Radio Show. Now, here's one little speech I'm going to give you before I get into the next article. Here's what I want to tell you. Still, but fear is big business. Fear is big business. I'm not telling you not to be alarmed by what you're seeing. I'm not telling you not to be concerned. What I'm saying is not to buy into the notion that we should be afraid. You should be informed. You should be aware. You should start educating yourself about some things. I don't have the solutions. I don't have the answer. I wish I could say that if you did X, Y, and Z, you might not get shot by the police. I wish I could tell you that, but I can't. But what I can say is just start making yourself aware of what's going on, but don't be so consumed by what you're seeing that you become afraid, that you don't want to go out. Or you become numb. That's a good point. Or you become numb to it, like you just don't care. So we need you to just continue to be in touch with what's going on, but educate your family, talk to your sons, talk to your daughters, because it's not just limited to men. We know from Sandra Bland, she was a young woman who was killed. And we don't want to say, we don't know all the details behind what happened. No, the fact is that person's life still matters. They still have rights. They should not just be killed dead before they even get a trial. Okay, that's the point. They deserve a trial at least, but they can't even make it to the jail.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Welcome back, family. TGIW and all that good stuff. Happy Hump Day, all that good stuff. What? Y'all know how we do on the show. Sometimes we get real silly. But anyway, I hope everyone is enjoying their week. This is Miss Be Inspired on the mic.
Yeah, you already know your boy Blizzard.
And the Artisan Angel HL7 Azrael.
And we are here with the beautiful and absolutely amazingly inspirational Trina Taylor, also known as Trina LaShawn on Facebook, and all those who follow her know her as such. We are happy to have her here tonight. Just tell everybody hello, Trina.
Hey, everybody.
I wanted to take a minute to just read a couple of the comments that we had on the Facebook Live page. We had one that came in from Lisa Favored Smith. She says, amazing testimony. I applaud her. How she, I'm going to paraphrase because this is a little typo, how she brought herself out of the darkness. Our mindset, outlook, and approach to sickness has much to do with our healing process. Faith in God is also key. Trina, let me hit this. God bless. What advice would you give someone who may not have family or close friends? How can they build a support system?
So I think that support is all around you. It's just how you embrace it. Because, you know, just in your daily travels, I usually, like I said, my faith is very strong. So I usually use energy. So it could be in a coffee shop. It may not necessarily be a person who you have to tell about your journey or that you're battling this illness or something. But you may just need that person who is going to talk to you about what kind of coffee you want for the day. And that could have been the day that you were going to crumble. So just embracing the things around you and recognizing when you do need support, reaching out to, you know, if it is something that you're dealing with illness, reaching out to your doctor, because support doesn't necessarily have to come from family and friends, because some people are so private, they don't want everyone to know, because some people I've talked to, they feel shamed about having cancer or any type of illness. So making sure that you let your medical team know that I need something, and then letting them help you figure out what that is.
Okay, that's excellent. That's excellent. And it's true. Your support system doesn't necessarily have to come from your family and friends. Sometimes your greatest support system may come outside of that circle, which is really good.
Facts.
Okay, so we had another comment from Queen Fiend, our sister. Yes, bald is beautiful.
Yeah, you know, and it's funny because I've been bald 2 times, the longest being now 2 years. And of course it was from my chemo regimen, but now I'm on a regimen where my hair will actually grow. So I've always been an eyebrow girl, so I always would pray to God, God, listen, you can take every piece of my hair, but please let me keep my eyebrows. Well, he didn't listen this time, but now I'm on a regimen where my hair, my eyebrows, everything grows.
Wow.
So I'm looking around like, I really don't want this hair, so I keep my hair bald because I feel like, again, like it's a badge of honor, and I feel like it makes me approachable. It makes me makes people be able to approach me and ask me questions and feel comfortable, because I've had people who they aren't comfortable being bald, or they may want to keep that little bit of hair, but when they see me and I'm able to talk to them and engage them, I can get them to shave their hair off and let it go and embrace their bald and be beautiful and be free. Because dealing with cancer, it's so many other things that come along with that. Hair is the last thing that you want to be worried about.
Wow. And your eyebrows look amazing, by the way. Look, I'm trying to let mine grow in because I wasn't blessed in that area, everybody, but that's okay.
So, you know, a lot of women, they wear their hair. It's like their shield. It's their comfort. And it can be very traumatic. I've talked to people on both sides of the spectrum where it's traumatic when they lose their hair. And being able to help and engage someone and get them to see what I didn't see at one time. That this hair does not make me, it doesn't define me, and that it's okay, because I have so many other things that I can be concerned about. And I'm not even talking about cancer or being ill. I'm talking about living. Like, it allows you to be your true, authentic self, because you have nothing to hide behind.
No, indeed. Okay, so we had about 3 minutes left, so we'll take one more comment. Eugene. Hey, Eugene. Eugene is actually my cousin, and he is also a published author. He has done a children's book, so shout out to Eugene. He said, the amazing thing about trusting and living for God is that we don't die young, nor do we die old. We die finished. Finish your race, fulfill your purpose, stay happy, continue to be the solution that you were created to be, and be encouraged.
I like that, because I always say that I am I guess the chosen one. I always say that I know that God is keeping me because he chose me for this journey. He knew my mouth was big enough and I was crazy enough to tell people all my crazy foolishness. So I know my purpose, and I think that that's something that is amazing, because a lot of people walk through life and never know their purpose. And if my purpose just so happens to be to talk about cancer, live through cancer, and show people that cancer is not a death sentence, and that you can still have quality of life while battling cancer, because your mind is stronger than anything that cancer could ever be to your body.
Wow. All right, so that's a good segue. We're getting ready to take a break. I never like to interrupt our guests, especially when they're giving good nuggets, but we got to pay the bills. So let's take this break, and when we come back, more with Trina on the Be Inspired Radio Show on BeExposedRadio.com.
Whoa. The moment my son saw a redwood tree
It's huge!
is the moment I knew that for him,
You can't even see the top of that thing!
even the sky has no limit.
There are some moments only the forest can inspire. Find yours at discovertheforest.org. Learn about forests near you and discover cool things to do when you go. Your moment is out there. Find it at discovertheforest.org.
Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
So, Jacqueline.
Yes, Mom?
I wanted to talk to you about something, and... Oh, wait. Hold on. I just got a text. Oh, there's another one. Wow. Busy me. So, anyway...
Oh, wait, Mom. I just got a message. My friends keep commenting on my comment. Oh, there's another one. So many comments on my comment.
Oh, I can't wait to watch TV tonight. Playoffs!
Hey, guys, check out my new video game. Pew, pew. Wait. Mom, what? Huh?
What? Hold
What'd
on.
you say? Wait a second, what?
This weekend, unplug. Take your family to the forest. There's nothing in the world like experiencing nature firsthand. Trees, paths, bluebirds, streams. Getting closer to nature can get you closer to your family. To find the forest nearest you, go to discovertheforest.org. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
Driving has a rhythm all its own. Don't wreck it with a text. Before you get behind the wheel, silence your phone. Or better yet, designate a texter. For more text-free driving tips, visit stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration.
Green light. Hey girl, school zone. I'm getting hungry. Car changing lanes. You want to meet me for pizza? Stop sign. Intersection clear. Yeah, street. Pizza sounds good. Ballin Street? Girlin Street!
It's hard to concentrate on two things at once, like texting and driving. Stop the text, stop the wrecks. How will you stop texting and driving? Tell us at stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Hey, what's up, good people? It's the man you all know and love, E. Digger. Make sure you check us out every Saturday from 5 to 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, only on BeExposedRadio.com. Couple minutes left in the segment. Sure. Change is good. Yes. Knowing when to make that change in your life. And I think it's important that you know a strategy. You know where you need to go. But change is good. Everything don't stay the same.
Right.
And if you're a person, especially for...
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Welcome back, everybody, to an amazing show. I forgot to mention also, we are celebrating 2 years this month. Yes. Oh, my goodness. Forgot to mention that at the top of the show. So everyone who is just tuning in, thank you. You all have been amazing in helping us celebrate. No, we didn't do a big shindig, but, you know, we did mention it a whole lot throughout the month. And also, you can call us at 410-702-5657 if you want to chat with Trina, if you want to congratulate us on making it for 2 years. Woo! It's been a journey, but it's been a great one. Text us also at 443-642-9403. And before we go any further, this is your girl, Miss Be Inspired, on the mic.
Yeah. You already know your boy Blazer.
And the artisan angel HL7 Azrael.
Okay, so great news. We had some folks asking about ad time. We did place the link in our Facebook feed on the Facebook Live video. You can definitely go to that link and check out what our sponsorship and ad options are. We have some great packages, and honey, let me tell you, they are inexpensive. You go to some other places, you spend hundreds of dollars, but not here on the BeExposedRadio.com radio station. We have some great packages for you, so please check that out. And we're always looking for sponsors and supporters, and we definitely appreciate it. Please understand that. We definitely do. We have an amazing guest tonight, and I'll keep saying that the whole night because it's the truth. We have Trina Taylor, also known as Trina LaShawn, right here in the studio with us tonight. How you doing, Trina?
I'm good.
Yes.
I'm good. And I always wanted to say, this your girl Trina here, rocking out with Be Inspired Radio here on the one.
Get him.
Hey,
okay, so let me give you that real quick.
She was ready for that.
That was a making memories on purpose moment.
Yes, that's right.
She
and it's
like
captured live, right? She did that live on air, right? That was bars.
That was bars, son. Oh, the top, son.
Yes. Oh my god. And you know what? I'm had to work on my little lines because that's mine got a little stale. Let me try to figure. Let me see what I can come up with. By next week, I'm gonna have something fresh. Yeah, so Trina, first of all, we've been getting a lot of comments. Again, people are just loving your testimony and the story that you're sharing with us. We had a lot of people tune in. Also, Sharon Patrice Walker said, "Great interview, Trina. Love you, Mama."
Thank you. Love you, Sharon. I know exactly who you are.
And Alvin Spencer said he likes his hair bald too.
That's right. Tell him to send me some bald hair tips.
Yeah, there you go. All right, Alvin, you heard that? You guys send some bald hair tips now. And so we had a lot of different comments on here, which we appreciate everybody for participating. Again, you can call us at 410-702-5657, or you can text us at 443-642-9403. We always love to hear from you, and of course our guests do too. We appreciate you. So I did tell Trina I was going to ask her, so I'm going to do it. What do you do for fun?
Everything. So my favorite thing is dancing. My Facebook friends will tell you that I'm always posting videos of dancing, whether it be going to chemo, at a party. I'm always the one up dancing, to the point where my friends are like, I have no idea how you do this. You're the one on chemo, and we're the ones sitting down. And I love dancing. I love decorating. I'm that person who will get up on a Saturday and say, you know what, I don't want to do living room set. And get rid of it and get a new one, because I'm just about living. I love spending time with my son, making sure that I'm there, try to be at his basketball events, be present in the moment. I just love life. I love people. So I love the little things in life. They make me happy. Taking a walk, listening to music, just normal stuff. Cancer hasn't changed me that much. I'm pretty much still the same person. I've always been pretty outgoing, and I just haven't let cancer stop me.
So for those who may struggle with this, and I will be transparent, I'll have a transparent moment, but a lot of people already know that I've suffered with panic disorder for a long time, since I was 18 years old. And so for people who deal with panic disorder and they come in contact with any kind of illness, it's all maximized. It's you go automatically go to the worst, like, oh my God, this is it. But how do you get over that hurdle? And because I know I'm not the only one, and there are some that don't suffer with panic disorder but still have a hard time getting over that negative self-talk. So how have you been able to get over that, or has that always been your way of thinking?
I've always been a person who looks at things from a positive perspective. So once I applied it to cancer, I was pretty much able to just embrace it and say, this is my thing. God gave it to me. I had it before I knew about it. The difference is now I can do something about it, and I'm determined that I'm going to live. I can't control what I can't control. Cancer is inside of me. It's doing its own thing. But I can control what I do, how I live, how happy I am, how sad I am. I can control all of those things. So just being very strong in my mind as far as not letting the negative parts sink in and having inside head conversations with myself sometimes. But how, going back to what you said as far as for other people, because I do talk to a lot of people, whether it be on the phone, face to face, through my Facebook inbox. I always try to meet them where they're at. I always try to give them something positive to look at. And I usually start with, today is going to be a happy day, because you have to choose happy. So what can you do today that you were doing before you had cancer that made you happy? I talked to someone about that yesterday that was having a hard day. And her husband actually reached out to me and said she would love, to talk to you. So I called her, and for me calling her, I FaceTimed her, and she was just super happy, but she was laying in the bed. So I said, you got to get up. Let's get up. I said, you can be in your headspace sitting on a bench outside in the sunshine. It's still going to hurt. You're still going to have cancer. You're still going to feel the way that you do.
That's the truth.
But let's get up and do something different. Let's not lay there and wallow. Let's get up. It doesn't have to be anything big and, outstanding. Let's just get up and go outside and sit on the porch. So she did.
Wow.
And she told me it made her feel better. And I said, and let's try to do it all over again tomorrow, but add another layer. So I just try to meet people where they're at and then try to challenge them to remember that you were Tanika, Sean, Leslie before cancer, and not to let it define you. So, or anything that you may be going through, because I do talk to people who aren't just going through cancer. People reach out to me that are just struggling with something in their life, and I just tell them, like, you get to choose. You get to choose how you deal with things, and you get to choose happy.
You know what? A light bulb just went off for me when you were like, what you could have what you have. You could either choose to wallow in it, or you could choose to go out in the sunlight. You still going to have it. It's still going to hurt, but it's all about how you deal with it. That to me, first of all, this is not a question or anything. This is just me commenting on how that blessed me, because that's true. Like anything that you have in life, you can sit there and let it take control of your life, or you can go out and have fun. That situation will still be there, but it's not taking control of you.
Exactly, because if you don't live life while you're here, you're. I always tell people, you're so worried about dying. When do you actually worry about living?
Yes.
You're continuously worrying about dying. What are you doing to live?
Wow. That's amazing. All right, so I want to give out this call-in number again. Call us at 410-702-5657 or text us at 443-642-9403. And it is absolutely okay for you to leave a comment on the Facebook Live feed. We will definitely read those and make sure that Trina gets your comments and questions. We appreciate everyone who has already been tuning in and also participating in the show. We love you. You know that. We appreciate you. I did want to ask you though, Trina, do you have any events or anything that's coming up of significance that you'd like to share?
I don't have any events. I was invited to be in a fashion show coming up, but I hurt my ankle. I couldn't do the show. And I'm really sad about that. But I always post what I have going on my Facebook page to keep everybody updated on what's going on. So I don't have anything right now. I did just get asked to do an article in a colorectal cancer magazine. So I'll be giving information about when that will be coming out and all the details for that.
That's amazing. And you say you do a lot of volunteering too.
I do. So like I said, at Johns Hopkins, I kind of went on a mission on my own, and I started doing the things where I gave out money for the for parking or for food at the hospital. But I also, if I'm down there, because sometimes I'm just down there for meetings or something, but I'll have a little bit of time carved out, so I'll stop over in the cancer center and just chat with somebody. I also am the ambassador for what's called the Hope Project at Johns Hopkins, and that I speak with first day chemo patients to just give them kind of an outline from a cancer patient's perspective of what it looks like to navigate through the hospital. You know, how you might not feel well, but just giving them that perspective, like I just said, but you still gotta live. Don't go on the internet self-diagnosing. You're gonna drive yourself crazy. Just all of those things that you get it from a clinical perspective, but when you see this bald-headed lady come in there and say, I might be in that daybed next to you, get an infusion next week, so let me help you figure out the lay of the land, and let me make this real for you. And then when people see me, where they're like, well, she looks healthy, she doesn't look like what cancer does, it gives them like a ray of sunshine, like I can do this. And I think that that's important, and that's who I want to be. Because if you can remove fear while you're going through cancer, it's half the battle. Because then you're willing to take chances on, let's say, a clinical trial that may save your life.
That's true.
You're willing to try certain things that you may not have tried before. But if I can say, hey, I was on that clinical trial before, I felt like this, this happened, you can expect this, then people are a little bit more apt to say, you know what, I'm going to try it. I'm not going to be so fearful. I'm not going to go online and look up all of the things that could go wrong. I'm going to believe that this could be something that's right for me.
I know there are probably some listeners and viewers who are wondering, well, you know, how can I find out more information about clinical trials? Maybe I want to try it, but I don't know how to get to that information.
Right. So what I do is normally, because like I said, I'm so transparent. A lot of people reach me on my Facebook page, and I'm very open. I'll give someone my phone number, and a lot of times what I'll do is, if it's a cancer that I can connect, I'll reach out to my doctor and I'll ask her who would be the best person for me to refer this person to at Hopkins, if that's where they want to go, so that they can get the information, because a lot of times it's hard to navigate, especially when this is something new and you don't know which direction to go in, you don't know where you're supposed to start. So I usually try to hold their hand and just kind of line them up with the right people, or some of the organizations that I work with, like We Can Survive or Shea Sharp Pink Wishes, depending on their type of cancer, I will connect them with those folks, and then they can help them as well.
Wow. Okay, family. So, as you heard, Trina is very open and very transparent. She's willing to share information. I second that. Sometimes it is kind of difficult, even to do the research on your own, especially when you have so much going on in your mind. If you're dealing with an illness, it can be tough. But I want to encourage you all that you do have people and support systems out there who want to help you. So please be encouraged, and know that there are people that don't mind sharing that information, that don't mind, and can help you through what you're going through. So Trina, we only have a couple of minutes left. We have 1 minute. Wait a minute, you just put up the 3-minute sign. What happened? Okay. A minute and 30 seconds. I'll take that. So yeah, we're getting ready to end our segment with you. First of all, again, thank you. We appreciate you. We appreciate your story, and we appreciate everything you shared with us tonight. And I agree with everybody. Your testimony is amazing. Do y'all have any final words or anything y'all want to say?
What encouraging words would you give to someone that's going through some what you went through?
So the best thing that I could say is I have a hashtag, and it's hashtag MMOP, and that stands for Make Memories on Purpose. The best part of you that you can give somebody is a memory. And if you create those memories on purpose, you can't go wrong. So I always tell people, if you were planning on just being this person who is just all caught up in work, or just not thinking about the things that really are valuable in life, to take a step back, look at life and say, this is what is important, which is family, friends, love, and make memories on purpose. You know, take that trip, take that vacation, hug your husband, love your wife, hug your children, spend some time with them, go to the park, have an ice cream cone. Those are the things that people are going to remember you by. Call somebody that you haven't spoke to in a while, lend a helping hand. Love hard and love even harder, and don't forget to MMOP.
Yes, make memories on purpose. I know, I just put it in our own thing. All right, y'all, we gotta take this break. Trina, thank you so much, and again, you are welcome back anytime you want.
Yeah, the red carpet is rolled out.
Yes, there you
Thank
go.
Thank you very much.
And before you leave, please sign our wall of fame.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Okay. Then we got some space over here too. All right, family, stay tuned because when we come back from the break, guess what? We're gonna be chatting with Nella. We're gonna do it alternative style. We're gonna figure this out. She, because she has laryngitis, so y'all have to pray for her. But we're gonna be chatting and we're gonna do it the best way we can. All right, family, stay tuned to the Be Inspired Radio Show on BeExposedRadio.com.
Driving has a rhythm all its own. Don't wreck it with a text. Before you get behind the wheel, silence your phone. Or better yet, designate a texter. For more text-free driving tips, visit StopTextStopWrecks.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration.
Green light. Hey girl, school zone. I'm getting hungry. Car changing lanes. You want to meet me for pizza? Stop sign. Intersection clear. Yeah, street. Pizza sounds good. Ballin Street? Girlin Street!
It's hard to concentrate on two things at once, like texting and driving. Stop the text, stop the wrecks. How will you stop texting and driving? Tell us at StopTextStopWrecks.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
And we have a full house tonight. My co-host Leslie Swirl and Miss Lasha G, y'all already know.
Hey.
Tony Bling, y'all already know. But I have with me Mr. Paul Jackson.
Yes, ma'am.
And my brother, Mr. Kevin Little here.
Well, all right.
So I'm quite sure this is going to be a hot topic. I'm very excited about today's show. And I'm also excited because for the first time, the men outnumber the women.
That is true. Wow, I didn't even notice that.
Finally. Because that took some... This is the first time, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I was like, wait a minute, maybe I messed up. Finally, the men outnumber the women. And I really wanted that. More so for all of the shows for the month, but definitely for this show. And then we got our producer and our engineer, so we got a lot of in here today. We might gotta pull it up, but that's all right because we strong. We strong
with a C.
With a strong.
Strong.
Yes.
Strong.
I mean, how you pronounce it?
Strong.
There you go. So last week's topic was media, our fathers in mainstream media.
I'm LeVar Burton, and I'm proud to be a book person. How do I choose a book? Sometimes it's the cover, sometimes it's the title. I guess I'm pretty visual. If a book's really impressing me and the writing is really good, I will peek and see what the last paragraph is. Because the endings of books should rock you. I am a book person, and if you're a book person too, read to a child and spark a lifetime of ambition. Join me at bookpeopleunite.org because reading is fundamental. A public service announcement brought to you by Reading is Fundamental, Library of Congress, and the Ad Council.
Green light. Hey girl, school zone. I'm getting hungry. Car changing lanes. You want to meet me for pizza? Stop sign. Intersection clear. Yeah, street. Pizza sounds good. Ballin Street? Girlin Street!
It's hard to concentrate on two things at once, like texting and driving. Stop the text, stop the wrecks. How will you stop texting and driving? Tell us at StopTextStopWrecks.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com, the home of Talk Lately with Marnie, every Tuesday at 7 p.m.
Well, Jason, I've got to tell you, you're pretty much everything this company is looking for in an entry-level candidate.
Great.
Your resume isn't quite what we're used to, but you've got a fantastic work ethic.
Thank you.
And I'm impressed by how you carry yourself.
So, should we talk about the job?
What? The job? Oh, sorry. Yeah, I have no way of recruiting or even meeting you. This interview didn't happen.
It may sound ridiculous, and that's because it kind of is. There's a huge pool of talent your company is missing out on. Meet the grads of life. Who are they? Talent worth knowing about. Young adults of unique determination and experience. An ideal fit for your company in an entry-level position, internship, or even mentorship. They might not have every qualification you typically look for, but they're exactly who your company needs.
Man, we really could have used him.
Don't miss out on a resource many innovative companies have already discovered. Go to gradsoflife.org to learn how to find, cultivate, and train this great pool of untapped talent. Brought to you by the Ad Council and gradsoflife.org.
My name is Ruth Rusi. I'm a retired teacher. I'm 91 years old, and this is how I live United. I say retired, but not really. Once a week, I read books to children as part of United Way's education program. Reading to a child creates links between language and literacy. It creates a bond between grown-up and child. And believe it or not, it prepares them for a better academic future. Oh, we read about frogs and flies and pigs with wings, all sorts of juicy stuff. It's a joy to watch all those little faces. I figure I have the time and they have the need. And I've always believed that if we're not here to help each other, then what are we here for really? My name is Ruth Rusi. I help kids prepare to succeed in school. So I don't just wear
baby
the shirt
shampoo because it's gentle on your baby's eyes. You make sure his toys don't have any sharp edges. You always test the bath water to make sure it's not too hot. You taught her what to do when the smoke alarm goes off. You make sure she wears a helmet when she rides her bicycle. You put on his sunscreen, even when he's embarrassed his friends will see. You do so much to keep your child safe. But are you using the right car seat for your child? Is your child facing the right way in the car seat? Is the seat too big or too small? How do you know when it's time to move your child into the next type of seat? Car crashes are a leading killer of children ages 1 to 13. Protect your child's future at every stage of life. For information on the right seat for your child, visit safercar.gov/the-right-seat. That's safercar.gov/the-right-seat.
A message from the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Why is Connor having trouble focusing in school?
Having trouble finding Connor's middle school? Would you like directions?
No, why is Connor having trouble focusing in school?
Finding lowest airfare to Istanbul.
No, I'm tired of fighting with him over homework.
Home, walk, restaurant. Need a review?
No, I need help. He's very smart, but his mind wanders. He's disorganized.
I think I understand.
Oh, God.
Finding best potatoes for French fries.
No!
Russet, fingerling, Yukon Gold.
Why don't you understand me?
Sorry, I was trying to show how Connor feels every day. Frustrating, isn't it? Redirecting to understood.org.
For the 1 in 5 kids with learning and attention issues, this is what life can feel like. Explore understood.org, a free online resource about learning and attention issues, designed to help your child thrive in school and in life. Understood.org, because understanding is everything.
Brought to you by understood.org and the Ad Council.
You're listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Hey, there's my son. You've been in your room all morning.
Hey, Dad.
Matt, what's wrong with your voice?
There is nothing wrong with my voice.
Oh, well, it's just sort of.
I have been playing my video games and electronic games for so many hours.
Uh-huh. Well, it sounds like it might be time for you to take a break, or...
Hello, Dad.
Susan?
I have been watching TV and text messaging all morning. Yay, electronics. Yay, yay, yay.
Guys, I think it's about time to get in the car and take a little trip. Maybe see some trees, some green things.
What are these green things you speak of?
This weekend, unplug. Take your family to the forest. There's nothing in the world like experiencing nature firsthand. Trees, paths, bluebirds, streams. Getting closer to nature can get you closer to your family. To find the forest nearest you, go to discovertheforest.org. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Be Inspired Radio Show on BeExposedRadio.com. We are getting connected with Nella for our inspirational segment, our monthly inspirational segment with Nella Chikwe, and she is the founder of the Unstoppable Woman of Purpose movement and also the lead author of the anthology She Leads that recently released. It's 8 women leaders who have come together, and it's actually an Australian anthology. 8 women leaders who have come together to write this amazing book, She Leads. And tonight we're going to attempt to talk about that, the chapter actually that she wrote in the book, and also to kind of, well, first of all, let me just say this. Unfortunately, Nella has laryngitis. So we're going to be doing this a little bit different tonight. We're going to be reading some of her comments and engaging the audience in that way. But she is also on Skype, so hopefully you'll be able to see her. I think she said that she was having some difficulty seeing us or hearing us, but we're going to make sure we get connected. I think you really do want to stick around to hear this story from Nella, because first of all, her journey on the women of let me start over. Can I get a rewind? It's one of those nights, you know how you get tongue tied. But anyway, and it's been a long day too, but we're here, family. So the journey for Nella on the Unstoppable Woman of Purpose movement and the anthology has definitely been one of many ups and downs, different challenges, and I want you to really hear from her of how she was able to get to the point where the She Leads book was able to come out. Okay, so she is on the line. Nella, can you hear us?
Yes, I'm on.
I'm hoping you
Yay.
can. Type in the live chat if you can hear
finally
us.
On.
I'm hoping she can.
I'm here. Sounding like a man.
We're hoping we can see her. I know we're not going to be able to hear her though, because she lost her voice completely, which is tough. And you know, we're always trying to be creative on the show, trying to find ways to do things differently just to make sure that we are getting the message across. Nella, are you there?
Yes, I am here.
Oh! Hey. Blessings on blessings on blessings.
And your voice.
And your voice. Oh my goodness. You know that's nothing but God.
Well, we improvise. I'm forcing it, but we need to improvise. That's how you still inspire. You got to show up no matter what.
Amen.
Absolutely.
Amen to that.
So we have the live chat going.
Go ahead, gorgeous.
Okay, I was just saying we have the live chat going. So if you need to type anything in there,
I'll go and log into it now while you're talking.
Okay. Yeah, so I was just telling the audience what an amazing journey you've been on with the Unstoppable Woman of Purpose movement, and also the She Leads anthology. It's definitely been a journey, and I've been able to witness it. And I'm sure a lot of people would like to hear more about it. Yeah,
we've only just begun.
I know that's right. I know it's been amazing. But yeah, so we're going to try to, I'm also going to try to post some pictures of the chapter. We didn't get a chance to do it on the break as I wanted to, because things just moved so fast. But I'm going to try to share those chapters with everyone.
Okay, perfect.
Yep.
Is it okay if I actually comment in Facebook Live?
You could do that too, actually. Yeah.
I think it's easy for me. It's very confusing. I don't know if I know where to go on YouTube on comment.
Okay.
But
awesome.
If I've got to stay and jump in, then yeah, by all means. Okay. Did you read my chapter? Because I missed you for the first bit, for the first 10 minutes.
Did we get to read it? I don't think. No, none of us got to read it. When you sent it to us.
Did you read my chapter on air? My little snippet that I sent you on Messenger.
We didn't get a chance to read it. Nope. I can though. I can read it.
If you can, that'd be great.
Okay, so let me go up a little bit. This is what I'm going to do.
And then I'll just type in Facebook Live.
Okay, so here we go. And so I'm gonna have Azrael, go to the Facebook Live and read Nella's comments.
All right.
So let me read this. All right. So let me read the chapter. So Nella is one of the 8 authors of the She Leads anthology, Australian anthology, and I'm gonna read some portions of that for you all, and she's gonna give comments on it. So the title of the chapter is "The Power Within: Discovering the Art of Influence." Wow. And then there's a quote by Nella that says, "The unlimited source of power within is where greatness and influence lies." The power of influence is intrinsic in you. Our life is the expression of our inner potentialities and possibilities in pursuit of purpose. Throughout life's journey, we project ourselves to the extent we know of our inner status, strengths, successes, and life stories of events. Unfortunately, being sidetracked, still, and silent for long periods of time due to setbacks is counterproductive to experience an abundantly influential life. Setbacks should be celebrated in preparation for comebacks. I like that. Let me repeat that. I feel like I'm in church. You know how you reading the scripture?
Run that back.
Let's do that again.
They ain't hear you.
They ain't hear me. Setbacks should be celebrated in preparation for comebacks. Can I get an amen, somebody? Boom.
Amen in the bell.
All right. Having a positive outlook and clear perspective enables paradigm shifts of prosperity and profitability to effortless flow in your life and business. I'm going to pause right there to see if Nella has any comments or if anybody else has any comments. Now, we're doing this a little bit different tonight because we want to preserve Nella's voice. Please pray for her because she's been dealing with laryngitis.
Setbacks should be preparation for your next catapulted comeback. Are you hearing me?
Yes. Woo! Did you hear that? Did you hear that? That was straight from Nella. Okay. So I'm going to move on to the next verse. It says, "I am certain there is much more to life than that which you are already living. I have no doubt there would have been." Let me take these glasses off because this is not helping me. Okay, because I want to make sure I'm reading this right. "I have no doubt there would have been moments in your life where you've questioned your existence and asked yourself, why am I here?" Has anybody asked that? Why am I here? Where did I come from? What am I worth? Do I serve a purpose? These are fundamental questions. How you answer these questions determines how you see, treat, and influence the world. The way you view being a part of the world, your perception, also determines how you react, review, and regard yourself in certain situations. Your power within knows exactly what to do. So I encourage you to learn from it, trust it, and embrace it. Once you entwine yourself with your power, it will lead you to your purpose and answer your fundamental question. Why am I here? Preparing you to make your mark in the world. I'm going to pause right there. Any comments, Nella?
No matter what happens in your life where you question your existence, remember your past pains is for a paramount reason. It's for a divine purpose, period. Live full out on purpose.
Yes, and I'm going to add this in there. Like Trina said, make memories on purpose. Hashtag MMOP. Definitely do that. Okay. I know, right? This is amazing. Okay, so let me move on to the next paragraph. "Let us consider what more there is to life and what your potential can be as a visionary woman. Compared to your present situation, certainly it is wise to know the whole extent of the expression of your life. Try and bring in all that you have been missing so far, as your power of influence is skin deep. This untapped source of power that lies within you, passion, energy, wisdom, discernment, and emotional intelligence has to be directly and consciously made to become a parcel in your life. The present creativity of your mind and the ability of your body will be strengthened and reinforced with the boundless energy of your inner being. The health of both your body and your mind, when aligned to your purpose, will be vastly improved. Your efficiency will be immeasurably increased. Owning your power and gaining control over the surroundings become favorable and begin to support the aspirations of your individual mind and the desire of your heart." Any comments, Nella?
Be professional in point. Keep going, sis.
Yes. All right, here we go. "Let us not lose the insight into life and the great possibilities that lie therein. Think about how to use your ability to harness this power
right,
and unleash your greatness
Let us not
within.
lose the insight into life and the great possibilities that lie therein. Think about how to use your ability to harness this power and unleash your greatness. Let us not lose the insight into life and the great possibilities that lie therein. Think about how to use your ability to harness this power.
I said that word wrong too. It's harness, not harnish.
I guess they need to hear that one again too.
Ain't that the truth? Are we back on track? Nella hung up. Okay, that's okay. I'm gonna keep reading her chapter because when she'll hop back on, and she'll also give her comments in the Facebook Live feed. Every dream for your life and business should find its way to fulfillment. Yay! How am I doing so far, Nella? Can she hear us?
You're doing a brilliant job.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, here we go. All right. Every dream for your life and business should find its way to fulfillment. Cycles of your life's journey is becoming the woman leader you are in business today are all relatable and interwoven, forming a tapestry of success. It is a mere reflection of your personal development and self-discovery journey, joining in perfect harmony to your purpose-driven life, ultimately leading to prosperity and profitability in business. This is the life you deserve to live, the business you've aspired to build, and the freedom you desire to live. Visionary woman, may you dig deep and tap the unlimited source of power that lies within. Any comments, Nella? Okay, I'm going to keep reading. Here we go. Stand tall, speak truth, see the shift and sphere of influence show up. Being an influencer means you are experiencing your purpose with passion and positivity, whilst ultimately prospering lives around you. The role of influence in leadership. How do you achieve this level of influence in your life and business? Influence occurs when a person's emotions, opinions, or behaviors are affected by others. It is an important component of leaders' ability to use power and maintain respect in any environment. Influence can be apparent in the form of obedience and persuasion. The ability to influence is an important asset for visionary entrepreneurs and leaders in the marketplace. And I'm going to go to the next paragraph. We all have an abundance of influence, the power of which seems to function linearly. The closer others are to us personally and physically, the greater our influence over them, and vice versa. Even more interestingly, unlike our attempts to control, our attempts to influence don't require our deliberate intent. I'm going to pause right there. Okay, Nella, do you have any more comments? Okay. I'm going to keep reading. All right. Now, no, let me do this. Let me pause to see if any of our Facebook viewers have any comments. If you have any comments, chime in. We want to hear from you. And as I said, we're doing this a little bit different because Nella, her voice is gone, unfortunately, but we're going to pray that her voice is returned back to her.
Be open to being as that's where you become. Be open to being as that's where you become.
Okay, I like that. Be open to being as that's where you'll become. I think I understand what that means.
I do too.
Because be open to being.
Okay, I like that. Be open to being.
We getting some playback feedback again. Okay, here we go. Be open to being so you can become. Listen, the road to becoming is a journey. I think what that means is you have to be open to that journey, open to the process of becoming. And that to me, and I'm pausing, I'm going off the beaten path just a little bit. Being open to the process of becoming means you're willing to open yourself to the possibilities, the new people that you'll meet, the new things that you'll learn, the new opportunities that you'll encounter. I'll use this for an example. About 2 years ago, I started this journey on radio, being a radio personality, and I started to go out to different events. There would be some events that would be posted on Eventbrite and stuff like that, and some free events, and I would just say, I would just go ahead and register and go. And by doing that and going to those events, I have met some of the most influential and powerful people in my life today. I'm gonna give a shout out to Kadisha Carroll. She is one of those people. Her and I are sister friends. We pray at 5 a.m. every Tuesday together, and that relationship, and she's pulled out some things in me that I didn't even know was there. I didn't even know was there. And to me, I have grown in ways that I never could have imagined because I opened myself to that process of becoming. So that's my example. Not being afraid to take those risks, not being afraid to go to those events, even though I might not know a single soul in that room. And I went to those events by myself. I didn't take a crew. I didn't take all my girls with me. I went by myself.
Right.
And when I did, I ended up walking away from that event having more people added to my life, people that I didn't even know before. So I think that's what that means. I don't know. And we might get a comment from Nella. So let me go ahead and continue reading. Okay, so the next paragraph in the book says, becoming an empowering influence. You never know who's watching you, and someone always is. Whether it's your child, your spouse, your sibling, friend, client, associate, or a stranger in another car on the road, your emotions, our inner life state are transmitted like viruses via our words and action. Even from the quietest and smallest, nothing can encourage us like someone else's good example. They're frankly few and far between. So just like now, I gave you an example of what I thought Nella meant by be open to becoming. Or what was it that she said? Repeat it.
She said, be open to being, as that's where you become.
Right.
And then she said, be and just be still. Stay silent long enough to silence the noise of the world and just be.
Yeah, that's a good one too. That's a good one too. Because you know what? Let me go do a sidebar to that. Nella, I think you're absolutely right. Because we can get bogged down by everyday life, all the things that's going on around us, and even some of the negative self-chatter and the things that we do to sabotage our own self, that we never take the time to sit still. Just calm down a minute. Don't be so influenced by all of these external forces and all of the different voices in your life. Sometimes you just need to sit still, calm yourself down, and listen to the voice of God, because he is speaking. And he might use the thing that you might not even expect to speak into your life. I've had that happen. We've had that happen on the show. I was going through something, he didn't know it, and he said something just in his comments that I was like, now would you look at that? This was a while ago, but I'm using this example how God will speak through whatever if you open yourself to it. And if you just stay still for a minute and calm down and not allow all of the external forces and voices in your life to influence you. And it sometimes it confuses you, it clutters you, it makes it hard for you to even become or even get on that process of becoming, because you got this bill to pay. You got to take care of the kids, you got to take the kids to this event, your husband need this, it can be really tough. Okay, so I gave my comment. I'm doing all the commenting for Nella. Nella, do you have any comments?
She said she is being my she said, just like what Naomi is reading out of my snippet, she leads. She is standing in my gap. She is being my voice so we can still show up and inspire and be unstoppable no matter what. And then Pastor Sharon Smith said, believe in the possibility of the impossible, because Les Brown said that it's impossible.
Yes. First of all, Pastor Sharon / mom. Let me give you a ding on that. And I just want to let you know Titus loves Les Brown. He's always listening to him. He's powerful. If you don't know who he is, he's a profound, inspirational speaker, and he's very well known. Go on YouTube and look up some of his videos. Yeah, Les, that's LES, and Brown, spelled like the color, brown. Right. Okay, so let me try to read some more of this, because actually, no. How much time do we have left? We might be getting ready to go on break. Okay, we have 2 minutes, so let me try to fit some more in before our break. Okay, so let me go to the next chapter. I mean, not the next chapter, the next paragraph. Now is a time to stop and think. What better service can you provide someone else than being a good example to them? Not with conscious intention, which always seems contrived and has a little power to encourage, but by simply speaking truth and becoming the examples you yourself want to see. As I often quote when I speak, consult, coach, and collaborate, be the change you want to see. Be the change you want to see. The next paragraph says, becoming a good influencer can't be isolated to just your life or your business. It's holistic. It requires your inner being to be connected to the source, universe, or as I would like to refer to it, the spirit. Firstly, it begins skin deep, with you turning within. Influence is effective when you are fully immersed and connected. Okay, that's all I have. I think that's all I had downloaded. Okay, so yes. Oh, no. Let me finish the sentence. It says, influence is effective when you are fully immersed and connected, where your state of transparency, authenticity, and vulnerability is as prevalent in your life as in your business. And that's all I have.
That's all
I have. I think that was pretty powerful. I hope y'all will excuse some of my little fumbles and stuff like that along the way. But I hope you got the point. Does Nella have any more comments?
Yeah, she says, be the light, be the change you want to see. Still show up anyway, no matter what curveball comes your way. You've been my successful voice, gorgeous.
Why, thank you so much. So I encourage everybody to stay tuned. We do still have a couple of minutes with Nella. And if you have any comments on what I just read, please let us know. Leave your comments in the Facebook Live feed, or you can call us at 410-702-5657 or text us at 443-642-9403. Stay tuned, family, to the Be Inspired Radio Show on BeExposedRadio.com.
My name is Ruth Rusey. I'm a retired teacher. I'm 91 years old, and this is how I live United. I say retired, but not really. Once a week, I read books to children as part of United Way's education program. Reading to a child creates links between language and literacy. It creates a bond between grown-up and child. And believe it or not, it prepares them for a better academic future. Oh, we read about frogs and flies and pigs with wings, all sorts of juicy stuff. It's a joy to watch all those little faces. I figure I have the time and they have the need. And I've always believed that if we're not here to help each other, then what are we here for really? My name is Ruth Rusey. I help kids prepare to succeed in school. So I don't just wear the shirt, I live it.
Give, advocate, volunteer, live united. Go to liveunited.org. Brought to you by United Way and the Ad Council.
My name is Meera Batra. I have been in this country 32 years, and this is how I live united. America has always been the land of promise, and in my community many families have come for a better life. Coming from another culture myself, I know the desire to become part of a community, to feel at home, and to gain the tools for our children and families to succeed. So I advocate for these families with United Way. United Way empowers them to look beyond their histories and to see what opportunities are available. We help them get involved with their kids' schools, network within the community, and when we do, we unite them. We make the community stronger. What I do is something I wish someone had done for me, and I am so grateful I am able to. My name is Meera Batra. I help families see opportunities and succeed. I don't just wear the shirt, I live it.
Give, advocate, volunteer.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Well, family, we have come to the end of our show. I can't believe how fast it always goes fast. Nella was hanging out with us. I think she just hung up, but tonight has been definitely an extremely inspirational night. Starting with our interview with Trina Taylor, also known as Trina LaShawn, to her Facebook followers. I just want to pause and say that I appreciate her. I appreciate her courage. I appreciate everything about this woman. She came in here, first of all, gorgeous from head to toe. And she even showed me the heels that she couldn't wear because her ankle. She hurt her ankle, but she at least brought the heels with her and she let me see them. I was like, oh my God. Because I love shoes too. I don't necessarily wear heels like that. But I definitely love shoes, and those shoes she had were straight fire, Trina. So if you're still tuning in, let me just tell you, those shoes were straight fire. I don't know if we wear the same size, and I might be inboxing you like, girl, can I borrow them shoes? I got an outfit for them. But anyway, thank you so much again, Trina, and please know that you are welcome back anytime to this show. Also, Nella, we appreciate you. We appreciate your inspirational segment. We always love hearing from you, even though we couldn't technically hear from you. We pray for a speedy recovery for you from laryngitis. We understand definitely that's no fun. It's painful, and also you can't talk. It's the toughest thing ever. So we'll be praying for you, and we pray that you will be healed very soon. I believe you're already on your road to healing, and we appreciate you still for making your way to be a part of this show. We had a chance to read her chapter from the book She Leads, the Australian anthology She Leads, which is a project that Nella has been leading with 7 other co-authors. There were 8 in total, and they just recently released the book She Leads. It is a part of the Unstoppable Woman of Purpose movement that Nella also leads. I am just happy to say that I've been with her on this journey, even though I have not been an author yet. I say yet because I'll have my turn. The opportunity that I did have, I was unable to take at the time, but I will have my turn, Nella. I will. And I just want to say that I appreciate you so much, and I appreciate you being the pusher, I'll say, that you are. You look for greatness for yourself, but you also pull it out of others as well, and you bring people on this journey to greatness. That's, to me, so profound. Even the conversations that we've had have been truly inspiring to me, and I thank you so much for being a big sister to me. So thank you, Nella. And I just want to say, we have the dopest fans ever. We love y'all so much. Y'all tune in every week, and we appreciate y'all.
Speaking of our fans, Nella said, thank you, Be Inspired community, for your patience. Keep being you, and don't settle for any less than your best version of your true self. Until next month on my Be Inspired inspirational segment, keep being fierce, fearless, and unstoppable.
Yes. Thank you, Nella. Absolutely. So, yes, tune in next month, every 4th Wednesday of the month. Nella is with us. And also, next month, we will have every 3rd Wednesday of the month, Valencia Tall will be here for the fashion segment. And then I have a treat for you. Another one of my dear friends in September will be starting every 2nd Wednesday with a new segment, a financial segment. Oh yeah, the Be Inspired Radio Show is growing, family. Y'all got to stay tuned with us, okay? We want to take y'all on this journey with us. Again, we thank you so much. 2 years and counting. Yeah. Woo! And our team is growing. We thank you, all of our viewers and our fans. We love you so much. Tune in next week to the Be Inspired Radio Show. Same time, same place on BeExposedRadio.com.
Business owners, need more customers? Offer fantasy sports content